Welcome back to Heaven's Vault. We're searching for a long-lost moon off the southern edge of the galaxy map. We're not too far away from it now. It's actually already on our map. We're just kind of heading towards it. But let's pick up another toy. Oh, there's the telescope. I got that the first time through. We are on the right track. Well, to be honest, we are on the only track. What do you mean we're no longer in the search zone? Oh, well, it's just because the search zone narrowed down. All we have to do is take a left and we'll be there. I like these searching minigames. They integrate well with the core movement mechanic. You don't have to separate out into a different type of play. You just keep playing and things unfold. But it's not really a very tight kind of play when your movement style isn't very tight. We are moving very slowly and forgivingly, so it's a slow and drawn out search. That doesn't necessarily mean bad things. You can do a lot of good things with it, but when it's overused, it just takes so long. If you're playing like a ninja game where you run around and you can move real fast, or a driving game where you can, you know, blaze down the highway at 160 and risk your life, those are the searching minigames can integrate with something a lot easier because they're so peppy. But it's okay. It's still quite a fine experience if it's kept to, you know, a reasonable level. And here we are. We're at this moon we've been searching for. We don't know anything about it except that a mathematical calculator, a spatial calculator, was created here. And to me, spatial calculator, that reminds me of solar system calculators, and that reminds me of observatories. So when I come here, I'm thinking maybe this is...
A single rocky peak was topped by a gleaming ruin.
There are people.
And what a jewel it was.
Now don't walk away from him. Go turn around and talk to him.
A half-cut gemstone.
Wave to the guy. You haven't ever seen a guy here before. No, I have no idea what you're talking about. It might be possible to scramble up, but let's go ahead and try something else first. Let's start by just having this conversation out, pressing the wrong buttons. You're seeing ghosts. Are you seeing ghosts? I think we're seeing ghosts. I'm going to go ahead and save the backup save here. Episode, I guess it's probably 15. And let's get in. We could go over there and test it, but I want to see what's over here. And look, I can actually walk up over this way. It's kind of small for a city, yeah. Can I go around the side? Let's just push it. Because the first time I played this game, I went pretty straight. I just kind of went wherever it seemed like I was supposed to go. So I'm exploring around and trying to find some of the cracks where I didn't get to before. And usually it turns out that they don't go anywhere different.
We slipped around the corner of the great building, clinging to the narrowest of paths.
Don't fall off then. Good, you stay here. I've got things I want to... Oh. Okay, so again, they just decided that it's going to be the same way regardless of which path you take. That's okay. Not a big deal. Let's see how much we can get done before the robot catches up.
For a moment, the sight seemed only quiet instead of empty. Like, I might walk around a corner and find someone painting, or reading, or watching the sky.
I think that's exactly what you'll find.
But, of course, there was no one here.
Of course not.
And when the emptiness came back, it was double.
I sure hope I didn't want to catch something bigger and I just didn't come here. I came too early. That would be kind of annoying. But there's no way to tell. Well, let's keep pushing on here. It's got intact furniture, beautiful mahogany furniture. Should we go inside or should we poke around out here and look at this statue of yet another god? The snake. We do! What do you mean you don't recognize her? Boxes. So I am really wary of accidentally triggering plot before we uncover stuff, but I might have to just give up on that and be okay with letting things unfold. Can we hop? No, we have to go around. Okay. Normally when I think of going inside places, I think of plot happening, but in this case, going inside actually doesn't cause any it's like the tiny little rooms, just basic little reading nooks. So I switched up to a larger size of recording studio. Sorry, of recording software. OBS is now recording at a much larger size, but I'm not sure whether or not that's going to work out. We'll have to see whether these 2 episodes that I recorded with this setting are too fragmented, because it's possible that they are getting frame rate drops just due to the recording. That does happen with a fair number of games. If I'd been smart, I would have tested it. A robot with a flat head, huh? So we could go around, or we could go upstairs. I guess we can click on a stuck door while we're here. Let's see what's up in the dome. We're going to miss some stuff if we kind of push our way upstairs this fast, though. That's okay. I'd rather miss stuff and not have the robot with me. The earliest days of the nebula. Is that earlier than the earliest days of the Empire? Stars something and wind below. Stars above and wind below. Oh, we found a new one. A new zone. Well, there's an and. Or rather a B, I meant to say. B. We. That doesn't seem right. Garden. So that's a we with a stunking on top, so maybe it's our. Stars. See how it's got a lot of things? So that's like stars. That would be nebula. Nebula is our garden. Oh, it's locked. Pardon me, it's very dusty today. Alright, so we can't actually just move straight upstairs as fast as possible, as much as we'd like to. No, he hasn't. He's cheating, doing the robot cheat. Look at all those people looking down in the pit. Alas. More rooms? Can we find a key at some point, please? It's really dark in here. So we're finding out that this place is inhabited by children, or at least a child, which makes a lot of sense because, I mean, the fact that there's children involved doesn't make sense, but the fact that it's not abandoned makes sense because we got this hint from somebody else. It wasn't something we discovered on our own. So somebody in the past year or two had been here. It's not a big surprise that someone may still be here. No, my bad. No, that can't be right. So it's not home. It might be... It's something very similar to home. House. Well, they were extremely friendly with each other. That's what they were. So we still haven't found a key, so I guess we're going to have to go around the other side, and that's going to take a little while. I think this is where we started. Yeah, we gotta keep pushing on. I gotta do more streaming today, and my voice is already getting scratchy due to all of this dust and mold. Ugh. Okay, now we're somewhere we haven't seen in this particular playthrough. Time for us to see if we can find ourselves a key. Oh, don't go, no.
At the building's heart
okay.
was a domed chamber. Every footstep rang like a bell, and the room was large, like it was larger than the walls that held it. Like a whole other moon was contained inside this room.
We call these amphitheaters. So he's saying that there are many places like this, or that this place travels, and he's seen it a bunch of times. He's got some faulty memory stuff happening. But we know that he's not a robot. She knows that he's not a robot. But for some reason, she hasn't been allowed to realize it by the writers, presumably because they want to unfold it at the right time. But unfortunately, they already unfolded it for us, so watching her continue to mumble around like this is a little painful. So which goddess were you? Goddess, I can't remember which one it was. No, the sun goddess was reaching up, wasn't it? Oh, it's wooden. How fun. Let's see whether or not we can raise some hell. And inside we find another Emperor's crown. Oh, it's just another sword. We got like 8 of these now. We don't have a wooden one. Lots of gods. Let's see what we got here. Wow. Yeah, no kidding. Come on. That can't be right. Yeah, go away. Guide. Your gods. May gods guide your Humajijiger. I or swing? It's not die or surrender because it doesn't have any X's in it. What's this over here? May. May gods guide your death? Surrender? Swing? Swing. It's a sword. It's swing. Of course it is. I was thinking, like, tire swing. It's important that the gods guide you so that you don't accidentally fall off when someone pushes you too hard. It's a theater. Come on. It's pretty clearly a theater. Well, up close and personal, the wooden goddess statue does not have anything more to say to us. Let's see what other sort of theater stuff we've got going on here. It goes out.
The far side was open to the wind and the dark.
Oh, come on. This is where we were, isn't it? Yeah, how did we not see that the first time? Oh, no, is it? Was I just too eager to go around the corner? No, I'm sorry. This is not where... I actually can't tell. The fact that there's no clickables means that this is probably where we were, because normally there would be clickables. Alright, so I actually don't know whether or not this is the same spot or just the exact opposite spot on this particular place, because I was not looking around very hard. Okay, so this is definitely a different spot. Golly, it's almost like you haven't uncovered an ancient ruin, but somebody's house. That's fine. We can claim it's an ancient ruin anyway. That's what we do, right? So, just to take a quick little look. Yeah, so this is someplace new. It's on the exact opposite edge of the of this installation. One more robot story. Ah, this game could use a little bit of a run button, even if it was just like a 5 or 10% speed increase. Just to make it feel like I was in control of the slowness of the pacing. So the question is, do we want to go back into that amphitheater or go around? Now, the reason we might want to go back in is because there was a rope outside of it. But I think if we go this way, we'll still see the rope. Oh, okay. Going back into the amphitheater then. Feels like I must have missed something. Coming out here to find out that there were fresh fruit and a statue of some prancing pose. It doesn't feel like it is worthy of an entire wing of the castle. It's okay. That's okay. Oh, there's lots more to see. There's absolutely zero chance that we're leaving. Sorry, you are, as always, way too eager to leave. I, however, have some more crevices to poke into, including an entire story. What, have you never been to a theater? Do they not have theaters anywhere? In case you're wondering, when I'm wandering around, I'm just repeatedly hitting E, since they frequently hide random stuff in the dust, and it's almost impossible to see it. It's a downside of this game. I'm not a big fan of that. That can't be right. There's something wrong here. Oh, I guess not. Okay. You'd say could be right on. Okay, that's fine. We'll replace that. I don't know why I thought that was watch. Where did I get watch from? Past be lost or satisfied or made. Past be built on paths you do not, cannot, want. No, it's probably no. Yeah. I guess it could technically be love, but I think it's no. So the paths. So the past is made on the paths you don't walk. Past is lost on the paths you don't walk. Lost, it's got an X in it. On the paths you do not walk. Do not know. Cannot know or do not know. Yeah, I think this is probably cannot. We'll know for sure later on. Exciting. I'm doing much better at finding random stuff. So the Withering Ways, in case you... What's going on? king, huh? Was he a burger king with a paper crown? Oh. Well, that takes some doing. Ouch. She could hear the beating of his telltale heart. Probably because you were her, or maybe someone in the court. So, that's enough, 6. Oh no, I didn't want to say that's enough. I wanted to... Oh well. The robots dream of electric sheep. Do I get the cue? No. Okay. An old wooden sword? Really? Okay. So, one little detail of the implementation of this engine is that the QR stuff at the bottom of the screen usually just is a way to let the player engage with the pacing of the storytelling. But in this case, it might have accidentally made me stop the story before I was willing to make it stop. Now that we know the twist, these conversations are uncomfortable because we don't want the PC that we're controlling to say dumb stuff that's obviously wrong. Now, if it was a tragedy where the dumb stuff she was saying was going to be her downfall or cause a lot of harm, then that would be resonance. We would be playing a tragic character through, a tragic situation. But in this case, she's just saying wrong stuff because she's saying wrong stuff. And no, let's not. I'm never gonna get to go up that rope, am I? Alright. Let's go back out to that left side, because you know what I said. It was too big and grand for just those little things we found. And guess what? What do you mean no one hiding? Go through. Oh, is it this one? Oh, are they just hiding on the other side? Where are we going? Why did I lose control? What's going on? Oh, that was weird. There you are. Technically, he's right. You are a ghost. Well, he's obviously been here long enough to scribble on all the walls, but I doubt he knows how to make bread. Let's play. So what we're doing is we're having a fun mechanic here. I actually like this mechanic a lot. The basic idea is that we are cooperating with the storytelling endeavor. Our health goes down whenever we ask a question because he hits us. But when I play with him, we recover health. So it's a matter of whether or not we're going to, when we're going to play and when we're going to question. I think that would be a fun mechanic overall. It could be a fun side game is what I'm saying. So we've got a long thing to talk through here. I was going to try and get through this in one episode. I can't stop in the middle of a conversation, so let's go ahead and push through. No. Yep, so he got hoppered across the gate. Making bread. How did you make bread? Where did you grow wheat? Oh, gosh darn it, I picked the wrong one. The fact that we're not telling him to stop bugging us means there's stuff to find, and that's what we're going to find. No, clearly not. I mean... Nothing in here to grab? Oh, this was his room. That's fine. So, we're going to try and go up this little rope walkway. Good, good. So he doesn't have the key to get up there, and apparently we're not going to be allowed to go up there? Curses. So we clearly missed something, and it probably is something important. But I got what I came here for. I just wish that I'd been allowed to go upstairs, because I didn't get to see the upstairs last time either. Oh well. We could probably try the, try that door again. See whether or not he has the key. So this is the courtyard where we started. You've always been a robot, huh? If you say so. The question is whether you were just one person, or whether you were like 20 people. Okay, so the child is coming with us. Maybe he'll have a route in. No? You're not gonna come up with any great advice here? So I'm not sure what we missed. There are a lot of things that... There are a lot of things that don't quite work in terms of whether or not I can go there. I don't know whether we can go upstairs. I don't know whether we've actually already seen the giant golden dome, because it could be that the giant golden dome is just the big room. Anyway, if you found some stuff at this location that I didn't find, feel free to let me know. But the reason I came here should be obvious at this point. We're stacking up things to do on Elbereth, so that we don't have to keep going back and forth. And that's probably what we're going to do in the next episode, but let's let this conversation play out aboard the Nightingale, and then we will call it a day. It's been a long episode, but that's just me misjudging how long things are going to take. It happens. Alright, so this is where we're starting our little adventure. We can choose where to go, but at this point it's pretty obvious. Yeah. We could also choose to go somewhere distant, but I think we're going to go back to Elbereth. Not today, though. Today we're going to call it quits. Call it an episode. Thanks for your time.